Hey Virgo, you're tuning into your May 2020 love reading. I hope everyone's well. Virgo, I'd like to thank each and every one of you that have liked, subscribed, commented. I am so unbelievably grateful to be part of such an amazing community. You guys are freaking awesome. You bring such a beautiful energy to Soul Embers, and I feel so blessed to be a part of that. I will never tire of telling you how unbelievably grateful I am, even if it becomes repetitive and boring for you. So suck it up. If you're new to Soul Embers, welcome. My name is Andrea. I hope you find whatever it is that you seek here. Guys, everything you need to know about how the energies are applied, how timing is applied, what to do if the message doesn't resonate, the disclaimer, as well as my contact details. If you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, I would absolutely love to do one for you. It's all in the description box below. So let's jump into it, Virgo, and let's see who am I connecting with and what's going on in love for you guys. What brings you here? Who am I connecting with? Okay. So as you enter the month of May, Virgo, I feel that you've made a decision to take action as a matter of, to take action, I should say, in retracting your energy, in withdrawing your energy. And this could not only pertain to your love life, this could also pertain to your general well-being overall. I feel that you guys have been really running yourselves thin when it comes to everything. I feel that you're always rushing against the clock, that you're always in that really high-paced type of energy where you feel that time is getting away from you and you've got so many things to get done in a day and the adrenaline just pumps through you constantly. I feel that the Virgos that I'm connecting with are finding it very hard to stop the chatter in their mind, really relax, really unwind. I feel that there's a lot of nervous energy surrounding you. For example, and I am the perfect example of this, I can't sit still. I work so hard. I work all day and I work into the late hours of the night until I literally am seeing double on my laptop or until I'm falling asleep on the couch. And I need to be doing something all the time. I find it very hard to just switch off. And this is the type of energy that I'm getting for you guys as well. However, I feel that you're run down. I feel that you're mentally exhausted, like just fried, and it is affecting your love life. It is affecting your partnership if you're in an existing one, and it's also affecting you wanting to date even, there's this need to just retract your energy and really start healing and really start looking at the areas of yourself that need to be taken care of, your body, what you're feeding yourself. You may be feeling like you want to go on some kind of a cleanse. Really nurture yourself. I know we can't get massages at the moment, but if that was the case, that could have been the possibility. Really just reflecting, setting a plan, having a look at what you want to achieve. Like there's this energy of redirecting or reassessing and just really weighing up how far you've come so far in the year. Now, when it comes to your love life, I feel that there may have been someone that you were dating or seeing, or a situationship, let's say, and you've decided that you don't have the energy, Virgo, to have what's the word I'm looking for? Just conversation that holds no value. You don't have time to sit down and have really those tit for tat type of conversations, those little arguments, those that ego and that ego and pride push and pull. You don't have the energy, nor do you want to, nor do you want to enable it, or do you want to entertain that type of energy. I feel that you're in a space where you can either say what you need to say, get the message across, it be received, and move on from there. Playing games is just something you're just not interested in. You would much rather leave the conversation and walk away than have to carry that. And so I feel that you've come from a space where this was potentially happening in the past with this particular person that you're here for this reading for. It was a very challenging kind of a reunion because there was just so much annoying conversation. There were so many arguments that didn't need to be had. They were filling up space for no reason and with no outcome. There was no peace was hard to be found because you were forever feeling like you had to burn out fires, right? They were constantly putting up fires where things didn't exist as far as you were concerned. And yeah, basically that you was taking your time away from enjoying the relationship. You got too tired and you're like, I'm shutting this out. I need to focus on myself. I need to heal. I need to figure out where I'm going and if this is actually for me. I feel that I just want to follow my dreams, and if you're going to make it so damn hard to be a part of my journey, then maybe you shouldn't be part of my journey. So that's the kind of energy you're walking into May with. I do feel that you were already busy, and I'm sensing strongly that the person you were connecting with really needed their ego stroked, or they really needed to be loved and nurtured. They needed attention. They were attention seeking, and they were trying like a little child. Think of a child, and I'm by no means calling them a child. I'm just giving you an example. But think of a child when it jumps up in front of you to get your attention when you're focused on something else, because they want your love and they want your time. This is the type of energy I'm getting. I feel that you were split in so many ways and you were so busy with life. You were constantly rushing against the clock. And so actually relaxing and being in the moment with this person was very difficult. This person was feeling neglected, and so started to do what children do really well, which is if they don't get the positive energy, they start focusing on negative energy, and they start doing things and having tantrums to get attention. It doesn't matter what type of attention, as long as it's attention. So that's the type of energy I'm getting that you're moving into in the month of May, and the type of energy your person or the person that you're here for was feeling at the time. And so I feel that you've kind of withdrawn your energy. You're very clear that you need to focus on yourself before you can invest. I do feel that you want to invest. You do want to try, but you don't want it to be so damn hard. So how do they feel about it? So they decided to potentially walk away. They may have turned their back. There may have been an argument in the end, and they're like, stuff this, I'm going. Or that could be you. Switch the energies as they apply, right? You know how this works with the general readings. And yeah, it was time. They feel that they did everything they could, and it was time for them to keep moving. The wheel kept turning for them. They felt that they weren't getting the type of energy that they wanted from you. You weren't feeding their need for affection and attention because you were focused on other things that didn't just include them. There is this sense where they wanted to feel that they were always a priority, and you were more focused on having a balanced life. I feel, Virgo, we're in a space where you really wanted to ensure your own stability and your own well-being and your own safety, rather than giving into the relationship and compromising your own growth and your own stability. You want it to be okay on your own, and the person that walks beside you needs to walk their own path and gain their own, like they can live their own life. You guys don't need to live through each other. That's the space you were coming from. They were very attracted, I'm getting, from the way you were so focused and so detached when it came to the emotional side, but could still be in a relationship and share happy times with them. I feel that there was work that needed to be done. They were looking for you to fill some kind of a void within them, and you weren't feeding that void. And so they may have decided to leave after some cutting words were said. You may have said something, and I don't know why I feel it has to do with maturity, but you may have said something and they feel that there was nothing more for them here. They had reached their limit as far as their learning capacity goes on their journey right now, and it was time for them to go off. I do feel that it was them that finally decided to walk out the door. You may have decided that you needed to retract your energy, and you may have decided that you needed to take the break, but they may have, after you said something to them, they may have been the one that said, fine, you want a break? Okay, I'm going. But it's still that tit for tat type of energy of the playing games, the testing the waters, the pushing the boundaries. So I don't know if they're gone for good, to be honest with you. So why are they acting this way? So we've briefly touched on that, but I want to know more. Like, what's the problem here? What is it that they want from you? They can't bring this into, they need time to figure out how they're going to kind of get stability in their own life, how they're going to build and focus their energy just the way you do. I feel they look up to you, Virgo, just the way you do, and build a stable future. I personally feel that there is resentment when it comes to you. There is a certain sense of resentment that you're able to have so much control over your emotions, over what your intentions are, what you want to see come to fruition in your life. And I feel that they try to draw on that energy and apply it in their own life, but they ended up draining it out of you in a negative way through attention seeking. I feel that they don't have the emotional maturity to approach this in a in a way where you can reciprocate. The only way they know is through trying to get your attention. I feel that there is that need for them to really understand themselves, and that's what you've awoken within them. They were set, I believe that they were sent to you so that you can realize what you are, what your hard limits are, and reset yourself on your path, because you may have felt like you strayed a little bit. Heal anything that needs healing within yourself, body, mind, spirit, and any past situations that you have been carrying through cycles and cycles and you haven't healed. I think you've reached that point where it could go on no longer. They awoke that in you, and in turn you awoke in them the fact that they lack the emotional maturity, and they lack the ability to be able to communicate in a way that there can be a respectful and natural flow in a relationship that promises growth, rather than that high school type of dating. So the universe has stepped in to end this, to tell you that this is time to move forward now, that you both now have work to do, so that this person can definitely start thinking about how they're going to level up emotionally, how they're going to level up spiritually, and potentially meet you at the same vibration. I feel that there's a bit of work to do here for them, and they realize that. I feel you make them feel uncomfortable. You know what is an interesting energy with this? What they're attracted to most about you is those qualities I discussed earlier. And it's the things that attracted them to you that they now look at and make them feel uneasy, because it's a mirror of your kind of a reality of what they lack and what they wanted and what they weren't able to achieve. So this is truly about them taking the time to go within and look at themselves for where they are and start going through the process of the introspection and, you know, how they go, which path are they going to take. Like, I'm literally seeing paths going everywhere, dirt roads going everywhere. They have a choice to make here, whether it be with you or without you. So I feel that as they walk through the month of May, these realizations are going to come tumbling on them big time. Big time. Yep. They're going to have no choice but to surrender to this. You have been like, they will realize, Virgo, that what they will realize the detrimental effects of their action, and then pushing the boundaries by testing your patience. They will realize that you're not here to play games. They will realize that they can't just come and go and say whatever they want and keep on putting up fires for you to put out. They will respect that you have tried to help them, not only in a relationship space, by allowing them space to emotionally mature, but on their own life journey. They're going to realize where they actually came up short, and that is going to make them feel so unworthy. And then from there, they're going to start to have to build their new path. There is a lot that they need to go through, and I feel that you have really removed your energy, and you're watching as this person's world is slowly falling apart. So let's pull out a card, Virgo, to see in the month of May, what energy does Spirit want you to know? Why is this happening? You know, how can we keep working through this in a way that makes you feel at least a sense of, it gives you a little bit of inner peace, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. This person is going through it. Majorly. Massive shifts. They will never be the same when they come out of this. Voice. What was said? This is it. There was something that you said in the end that was like the catalyst to them falling apart and having this massive aha moment and realization about themselves. You know, it is almost like you tapped into an aspect of their subconscious that they've been blocking from their conscious space, let's say, that's been living there for quite some time, and they have not been able to filter through to their, you know, conscious brain. And you've tapped into it and you've unlocked it, and now they've got no other choice but to go through this process, go through Shadow City and explore the shadow side of themselves. That's what I feel like is going on here. And it was divinely guided. You were sent to this person for that purpose and for that reason, you know, and you're like, you need to go and get your shit together, pardon my French, if you ever want to be with me. But more importantly, you need to get your shit together for yourself, right? Let your voice be heard. Oh, I think you let your voice be heard. You are a beautiful and wise being of the divine, made to bring forth your individual truth and expression. No more holding back. No more staying small. You are being called now to use the gift of your words and the power of your voice. What you have to say is important. What you have to share is needed. You could be finding yourself being asked to step out in front of groups to talk, or you may be finding that situations keep coming up where you are being given an opportunity to be vocal about what you think, believe, or feel. And I think that this is what this person was doing and why they have been sent to you. This is a massive energies for both of you. You know, the universe was pushing both of you together because there was a need for a massive change of trajectory for both of you, them even more so. But what I'm getting here is, you know, you could be finding yourself being asked, no, where is it? For many of us, this does not, you may be finding that situations keep coming up where you are being given an opportunity to be vocal about what you think, believe, or feel. By them really kind of triggering you by setting all these fires and seeking attention, it consistently made you have to stand by your values and stand by your beliefs and stand by what your boundaries were. They further embedded them in you, right? Often we have, for many of us, this does not come easily. Often we have had past experience which discouraged us from expressing ourselves openly. And maybe that's the case here, Virgo. Maybe they gave you no option because they really got under your skin in a way that no one else did, where, you know, you may have previously let things go. Like I said earlier, there may be aspects that need to be healed from past patterns and behaviors that you've taken through cycles again and again and again, and finally you've reached the point where you can't ignore them anymore, and this is where you really had to vocalize those, right, and put them out there to be heard in the universe. It is time to begin to heal those old understandings and allow yourself to be seen and heard. Spot on. Healing. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Such a beautiful energy. Okay? Each of us has a unique expression, whether you are being asked to sing, chant, pray, speak, or teach. It is your voice that needs to be heard. This can also be related to simply stating what is true for you in your relationships. It could involve stating your point of view, needs, or desires, regardless of how different they may be. It's time to remember who you are. You are a spark of God. Stand up for yourself. Stand tall in what you believe. Speak from your heart, and your words and will always be heard. Your voice is a gift and it's meant to be shared. You are about to empower yourself in a way that you have not experienced before. You will notice that by taking this step of being vocal, you fall more into alignment of what you're really here to do. That sums everything up to a freaking T. If that doesn't sum it up, I don't know what does. I'm going to leave it there for you, Virgo. Of course, comment below because I love reading your comments and I'm nosy like that. I love reading your stories. Have a wonderful month and I'll see you soon.